I was sitting in my own car, engine off, watching my own driveway like a stranger, when my wife leaned into another man's window and kissed him goodbye. Not a quick mistake. Not confusion. Slow. Familiar. Like it belonged there. The porch light flickered above her head, casting just enough glow for me to see her smile. Soft. Real. A version I hadn't seen in months. My hands were frozen on the steering wheel. I didn't breathe. Because the worst part? She checked her phone right after, then walked toward our front door like nothing happened. And she never saw me sitting 10 feet away in the dark. That's when it hit me. This wasn't new. This was routine. And I had just arrived early enough to catch the ending. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. Her name is Lauren. We live in a quiet neighborhood just outside Chicago, the kind where nothing happens. Two-story homes. Trimmed lawns. People wave, but don't ask questions. I used to think that meant safety. Now I know it just meant privacy. The first time something fell off wasn't dramatic. It was small. Lauren started locking her phone, then turning it face down, then taking calls outside. Work, she said. She worked in marketing. Late hours weren't unusual, but the way she smiled at her screen, that wasn't work. Something wasn't right. I ignored it. Told myself I was being paranoid. We'd been married 7 years. You don't just throw that away over a feeling. But feelings don't just show up for no reason. They build. Quietly. Like pressure behind a wall. A week before I saw her in the driveway, I found the crack. Her phone buzzed on the kitchen counter while she was upstairs. Just once. A message preview lit up. Same time tomorrow? No name. Just a number. That was enough. I didn't open it. Not yet. I just memorized the last 4 digits. That night, while she slept, I sat in the living room, staring at my own phone like it held answers it didn't want to give. Then I checked our phone bill. There it was. Hundreds of texts. Late-night calls. Same number. Recurring. Consistent. Intentional. That's when denial kicked in. Maybe it was a client. Maybe a project. Maybe. No. I already knew. The next few days, she was sweeter than usual. Cooking dinner. Asking about my day. Touching my arm when she passed. Overcompensating. Manipulating. I miss us, she said one night, resting her head on my shoulder. I almost laughed. Because us had already been replaced. She just needed me not to notice. I started watching. Quietly. She left every Tuesday and Thursday around 7:15 p.m. Same excuse, late meeting. Same perfume. Same careful glance in the mirror before leaving. That Thursday, I followed. Not close. Not obvious. She drove 10 minutes. Turned into a small strip of apartments. Parked near the far end. And he was already there. Waiting. He leaned against his car like he owned the night. Confident. Relaxed. Like this wasn't risky at all. She walked straight into him. No hesitation. No guilt. That's when something inside me broke. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just silently. Like a wire snapping in a place no one else could hear. I didn't confront her. That's what she expected. That's what she was prepared for. Instead, I went home. And I started planning. First, I hired a lawyer. Quietly. Downtown Chicago. No mutual connections. Then I gathered everything. Phone records. Dates. Times. Photos from that parking lot. Even a short video from my car the night I followed her. Evidence. Clean. Undeniable. Then I dug into finances. We had joint accounts. Shared assets. A house. Not for long. I separated what I could legally. Froze what I couldn't. Documented everything. No emotion. Just precision. 2 weeks later, I set the trap. It had to be public. Not loud. Just undeniable. I hosted a small celebration at our house. Friends. A few neighbors. Even her sister. Lauren loved appearances. Loved control. This would take both. She smiled all night. Played the perfect wife. Touched my arm. Laughed at my jokes. I almost admired the performance. Almost. Then, as conversations settled and glasses refilled, I stood up. Hey, I said casually, holding my phone. I actually put together something. Just memories. She smiled at me. Big mistake. I connected my phone to the TV and pressed play. It started harmless. Vacation clips. Wedding footage. Old laughs. Then it shifted. Timestamped call logs. Screenshots of the number. Photos of her car at that apartment. Then the video. Her. Leaning into his window. Kissing him goodbye. From my driveway. The room went silent. No gasps. Just stillness. Because everyone understood instantly. Lauren didn't speak, didn't move. Her face drained. For once, she had nothing to say. The control was gone. I already filed, I said calmly. Everything's documented. I placed the envelope on the table. Divorce papers. Then I looked at her. Really looked. And for the first time, I saw a stranger. Not my wife. Not the person I built a life with. Just someone who made a choice. And got caught at the exact wrong moment. I didn't stay for the aftermath. Didn't need to. I grabbed my keys and walked out. The same driveway. The same spot where I watched her that night. Only this time, I didn't sit in the dark. I left. The house sold 3 months later. Clean split. No drama. Her sister stopped talking to her. The guy? Married. That part handled itself. Now I live in a smaller place downtown. Quieter. Simpler. Sometimes I think about that night. That single moment in the driveway. How everything ended before I even stepped out of the car. And how she never saw me. Not then. Not ever. The end.